Good morning, everybody. What's going on? The captain's here. Oh, you guys see there's a bunch of things that have changed, right? A bunch of things have changed. Let's turn the music down just a tad. How's everybody doing this morning? Let's see, we've got a few people here. Do me a big old favor, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, because we've got news. We've got big news. And I plan on letting it out. We're going to give it a few minutes here and just let the stream chill, let people filter in real quick. Arnold Larson, what's up? We're just getting the stream going here, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the planet. Or if you're on another planet. Queen Swope, hey y'all. You guys have noticed we're not using StreamYard, Restream, or anything today. Yeah. So we'll get into that here in just a minute. I'm waiting for my chat bots to actually do their damn job and get in here. While we're just filtering and waiting for people, how's everybody doing this morning? And yes, you guys are seeing that correctly. That's streaming directly from Spotify. My new album finally dropped. I'm so happy. Paying bills? You know, I wish I had money to pay bills. Yeah, there's a long story behind this album. It was supposed to drop almost 20 days ago. And for some reason, my distributor kept, messing me around. And they finally dropped it, but they only dropped it on Spotify. It's supposed to be dropped on Apple Music, on YouTube Music, everywhere. TikTok Music, you name it, it's supposed to be there. And so far, it's only on Spotify, and I don't know why. But at least it's out there. Well, thank you guys. Thank you. It should be on Amazon Music as well. I actually haven't checked because I don't really do Amazon Music that much. Well, I think we can go ahead and get this started here. So let's just pop in. You guys, we have a brand new format of things. And I just wanted to show you this. Hold on. This is my producer, not production company, but distributing company, Sound On. They are a division of TikTok. And these are all of, there we go. These are all of it's supposed to be on TikTok, Douyin, TikTok Music, Meta, Audible Magic, Peloton, which is actually really cool. Peloton, you guys, it's workout music. Pretzel Rocks, Spotify, Apple Music, yep, there we go, Amazon Music, YouTube, Adapter, I've never heard of that, Agnami, Awa, Never heard of that one. 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 iHeartRadio. Oh my God. I didn't even know I could do that one. It's there. Oh my God. That is awesome. That is so awesome. But we have four new albums coming out. And no, I'm not wearing any lenses today. I'm just wearing my glasses. My eyes hurt like hell. But I'm tired of wearing sunglasses, guys. I'm just so tired of it. So I'm just going to deal with the migraine that's going to come, and we'll be there, doing what we do. Napster. It's on Napster. Guys, if you don't remember, Napster is, oh my God, old. NetEase, Pandora. I mean, there's there's like 40 platforms total or some enormous crap. Big man. I don't feel like, well, I am a big man. I'm completely fat. And that's some of the big news I had today. So there's been something I've been hiding from everybody for the most part. And we're just going to get right into that story real quick here because so a week and a half ago, something like that, I had some imaging done, some x-rays. No, 2 weeks ago I had x-rays done. Last week I had MRIs done. And the preliminary report that was put out suggested, and this is my fault for not waiting for a doctor, because he explained it to me in more detail, that in L4 in my back, that's lumbar 4, that's the vertebra, there was a possibility of cancer, bone cancer. And I was kind of stressed about that. Yesterday, I finally found out the great news, it is not bone cancer. It's an anomaly. So I took a huge load off of my chest. And this doctor actually, he can actually do a couple other of my procedures that were already scheduled. So, guys, I'll be out most of Thursday and Friday. Because he decided, let's go ahead and get this stuff done for me. And so I'm going to spend a day and a half up at my son's house, where he lives in the town where the hospital's at, and we're going to get this shit taken care of. Hopefully, they'll figure out what's going on with me. Paracetamol, non-opioid for the headache. Yep, I know. Actually, use cold compresses any longer. The thing is, Arnold, I have really bad cataracts. I have cataract surgery coming up on the 26th on my right eye, and then about 22 days later on my left eye. That's what's causing it. The light it's what causes the headaches and migraines, and it's really, really bad. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys the bad news. Thank you, Queen Swap. Thank you. I will definitely do that. I will be in Discord. I'll have my tablet with me. So I actually may do a late stream before I'm supposed to do a procedure to the beginning of this procedure. If you guys know what it is, it's the whole thing when you get close to 50 that you have to do for guys. But so the it's going to be interesting. The bad news was they found something wrong with my heart, and my left ventricle's not working right because of a heart attack that I had a while back. So with the carotid right artery right up in here, literally right there, I have it's carotid. It's got about a 50% calcification in it, from what they've been telling me. And now I have two things wrong with my heart. The other one, I don't understand what he was talking about. It didn't make any sense to me, but we're going to get those taken care of too. So I'm going to be around for a long time. So this new hospital and these new doctors, my God, they just want to get you taken care of. They don't want to throw you in drugs, and I absolutely love it. So it is a big news day for me, and not really a big news day for you guys, because you guys don't know me. I'm just a dude that comes out on the internet, and I try to be friendly to everybody. And, that's what it is. So there you go. That's the big news on that. So number of things there. Not quite overkill, but overkill at the same time. But, I'm absolutely digging it. We are only streaming on YouTube today, and there's a reason for that. I was using Restream to stream to 5 different places at once. The problem with that is I got broke. So, of course, they canceled the plan, and I was hoping to get away with it through today, but they decided no. Just after I scheduled the existing stream, no. I had to start over. So that's the reason for the new stream link and everything else. It was quite interesting. And we have a new layout. I'm actually going straight through OBS now so that I can do more of the things that I want to do. I can add more cameras. I can do this, that, and the other. And I do have a way to invite guests on. I do have that. I just don't have it set up right now. I can actually set it up in about 5 minutes while we're on stream. But what do you guys think of the music so far? That's the big question, Chad, is what do you guys think about the music? I have got to change the font on this because I can't hardly read chat. Oh, we got to put that on there, put moderation activity. And then let's see if I can do this from here. Oh, yes, I can. Just make that a little bit smaller. That way I can see. Oh, my gosh, I can read chat because I'm blind as a bat. Yeah, despite our society's flaws, it gives hope that there are professionals out there that care. It really does. And I will tell you the story from my hometown hospital here. I spent 20 plus years, and all they did was feed me medications. And since I've gone to this new hospital, they have now dropped 4 of my medications out of like 17. And we're working on getting more of them down. I actually think it's 13 or something like that. It's still too damn many, right? So, yeah, we're doing well. It's a great thing. But the music is here, and I'm absolutely enjoying it. I will be releasing the next album, and this album, and the next will all be released with attribution, which means if somebody wants to use them on stream, they are more than willing to. They just got to give me credit in their description. There will be no copy strikes. So that's going to be a great thing. That's one of the reasons I chose SoundOn, is because they release music to TikTok, right? So they understand what I want to do. The problem is they are really, really, really bad at actually getting my music out. And I'll be perfectly frank with everybody. All of this music is AI generated. However, it's generated in a way where I control how it sounds. It's not just random. I've chosen in every one of these songs, I choose the instrument, the beats per minute, the tempo, you know, all of it. Oh, this is not mine. I was like, I didn't do this. I'm sitting here going, what on earth is going on? And chat, we are going to have some Discord chat today. So if you guys want, join the Discord and hop on down to the general channel, and I will pull you into the live on stream channel. Since it should be locked. I hope it's locked. So if you just want to sit and BS and you know, watch the stream, we'll just go over and have a good time. There you go. And I might actually even try to play a video game. I don't know. You know, today is just, it's whatever. It honestly is. I had absolutely, I went over a bunch of news and I'm like, you know what? This news is boring. It honestly was. You know, I've got a bot inside the Discord channel that feeds me all the latest big news headlines. And they're honestly stupid. I mean, there's just really not much in the news day here. I mean, there is, but there isn't, I should say. The Kremlin announced on Monday that Putin will pay a friendly state visit to North Korea. Well, isn't that glad? You know, isn't that happy, chat? Isn't that happy? By the way, guys, if you guys have any issues with audio or anything, please let me know. I tried to reset this up as, do I play any video games? Yes. Mr. Dale, what is going on, my friend? Hey. What's going on, my friend? Play any video games? I was a, I still am, actually, because I just re-signed my contract. Ah, shit, what the heck was that? Oh, 3D printer sheet. Just got Sea of Thieves. You know, I used to play Sea of Thieves, and my youngest, my 16-year-old, is really, really good at it. But I'm more of a big MMO player as well as a first-person shooter, and this won't stay on, but there you go. PUBG partner. I'm also a Amazon New World creator, Amazon Games creator. So, you know, I get all the fun stuff from them. And I forgot to close the stream door. Hold on. Oh. And yeah, I am not doing too well in the walking category today. But Sea of Thieves is a great game, and I might actually go back to playing it. Oh, God, chair's all squeaky. I just wish you know, the whole thing is, if you guys haven't seen, I'm actually trying to get away from the whole pirate theme, right? Because Captain Kearn, yeah, the captain's here. That's been my thing for, God, 7 or 8 years now. I've had the Captain Kearn name for almost over 30 years, so that's been an online alias of mine and, you know, gaming tag for the longest time, since before Quake 1. But I've had the same logo for 6 or 7 years. You are okay, Cynthia. No problem. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What was the verdict? Did they give the verdict? Does Laura Owens go to jail for lying like a bitch? I didn't get to catch it, so. You're here when you exactly need to be. There's no requirement to be here. You know that.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Oh my. Isn't that nice? I've got my tablet over here with Touch Portal on it. It acts just like a Stream Deck, but I have a lot more functionality with it. The verdict was in favor of Clayton all the way, and it's been further suggested that she should be prosecuted for perjury. You know, she should be prosecuted for lying like a hoe. That woman was the nastiest piece of work I have seen by a long shot. But getting back to Arnold's question, yes, Sea of Thieves is an awesome, awesome game. I do enjoy it. I just haven't played it in a long time. And I don't know if I'm going to be playing New World because of the recent information that was out there about it. I did a video on it. It's in my it's on my channel. Not real happy, but it is what it is. And the way PUBG has been lately, I haven't played PUBG in a long time, guys. I'll be honest about that. The issue with PUBG is right now is I can't see. So until I get my cataract surgery, I can't see games very well because the light literally bothers me. And sadly, I'm going to end up having to put my lenses on because now the lights are starting to really get to me. And my bot, Mr. Botrix, finally joined the channel, you lazy piece of crap. Dom, good morning, dude. What is up, my friend? And Chad, if you haven't, do me a big old favor. Smash the hell out of that thumbs up button, that like button. Because, you gotta like it. You gotta like it a lot. And subscribe to me if you haven't. Because if you don't, then you won't get more fantastic bullshit from me. Well, you will. You just won't be notified about it. But I need subs. I need a lot of subs. I can't get monetized until I'm 500. And in order to produce more better content, I have to have money. So to do that, I have to have more subs. It's a vicious damn circle. Speaking of money, guys, Bontrix threw out there, says, if you can help the captain rebuild after a bad hailstorm, please click there. Do that, please. Cheerio. But yes, please click that link. True story, no bullshit. And this sucks that I have to basically beg anymore for this, because we have stalled out at $1,200, and I can't do any more. I just got. No, I'm not leaving. Where the hell am I going? I just got here. I just started streaming. What the fuck is going on? But no, the GiveSendGo link, everybody, is May 20th. We had the worst hailstorm we have ever seen in Yuma, Colorado. That's where I live. And on there is a video showing some of the damage, and that's not even a third of it. I don't have to replace my roof, but I do have to repair my roof. I have to replace all of the siding on all 4 sides of my home. I have to replace 6 windows, and I have to replace the flooring in my mudroom. So right now, just the cost estimate for the materials is roughly $18,500. As such, we have raised $1,200. And I spent about $250 of that, roughly, including the tip that I gave the guy to fix the windshield on our Jeep. And we have fixed minor things. Oh, Dom's leaving? Ah, okay. No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But so I am detailing everything with receipts to ensure that people know that the money that they donate is actually being used for the purpose it should be. And I did not realize it take we've got 12, we raised $1,200, right? So with taking out gifts and ghost fees, that's roughly about 1,050, I think it was, that we were able to pull out, um, or 1,100, something of that sort. I've got that all in a document. So we spent about 250 getting the windshield. That leaves us about $750, and that has nickel and dimed itself down to nothing. And we also took what we had in the bank and nickel and dimed ourselves down to nothing. Just fixing the small things and replacing the small things that the storm damaged. And I haven't even been able to buy new security cameras. It ruined all six of my cameras. And I don't know what to do about that. I mean, those things are not cheap. You get those were good ones. Those were 1080. They were older ones, but they were 1080p night cameras. They were really really good at night, and they had the tracking and all that other good crap in it. So I might have to get like a Simply Safe system or something. I don't know. But I have to wait for everything. That's the reason I'm not doing Restream right now. Is because all of my money has gone towards fixing the house, and we are actually waiting, for my school refund. Those will be start the deposit will start tomorrow. So we have a little bit of living cash because we spent all of our living cash trying to get the house fixed too. And I did get an offer for some windows. The problem is I have to put a $500 deposit on the windows, and I have to have that by this Friday. And I'm like, son of a beach. So that's the reason I'm really, 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 really pushing the fundraiser, folks. I got to fix my home. I have to fix it. My wife and kids deserve better. And if I would have known now what I know, what I didn't know then, we may have never bought this home, because I actually just recently did find out why they wouldn't insure it, and that's because of the way the soffit was installed. Believe it or not, there is no soffit. It's just 2x8 wood. So I actually, when I have to redo part of the roof. I actually have to install extensions and put an actual soffit in. That's the whole reason. Um, and the insurance companies will not insure me, and that's the dumbest thing ever. It's the dumbest thing ever. Jesus, are you two flirting in chat again? Holy crap. My gosh, you guys. I love y'all. You guys are awesome. Wifey is around somewhere. I don't know where she's at, but I know she's watching. And um, I invited a couple other people as well. Like I said, guys, if you want just to sit in BS, and we will do that through Discord only. Drop into the general chat, and I will drag you down to live on stream. But being that, let's go find some stuff to do. Oh, by the way, let me show you guys this. So, yeah, I did. I put this together this morning. Get that wooden spoon, not the rubber one. You're kidding, Dom. They did. Wow. See, I couldn't even get my house done that. I was like, because the county and the insurance companies have been battling for almost 20 years. We bought this house in 2009. It's 18 years, and they've been battling back and forth. And I thought I was told it was because the county lists it as a stick-built home, and it is technically a modular that's been rebuilt. It's not a trailer house; it's a modular that's been rebuilt, literally from ground up for the most part. And no, it was because of the damn soffit. I'm like, you fucking people. I've never been able to get insurance on this thing. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't know about that. That's just so irritating. But now we have, guys. Everybody has wanted a flex fit hat. I have been DM'd this like 15 times. It has the elastic in the back. It's a flex fit cap. Of course, you can't even see it. You can't even see it. That's hilarious. Oh my God. You too. Jesus. So everybody wanted one. And so I'm like, you know what, this morning. And so I went to my merch company. And now we have an embroidered with my new logo. My new logo. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in that, everything in the store is 15% off until July 18th. 1 month from today. July 18th, the old logo, guys, the old logo will be gone. Any product that has it will be bye-bye. So, going up on the store here, and of course we have, if you have small children or grandchildren, this is awesome. No sniffing allowed. FJB. We got, everything with the original logo will be gone 1 month from today. So these will all be collector's items. You know, I love it. But this is the first item up on the store that has, and that's embroidered. It's not printed. So it will last a good long time. Anyway, I'm playing with a keychain thingy. Let's go find some stupid news. Find something to watch. I don't even know. We'll go watch TikToks for all I care. I'm just happy I'm here. I've only got a couple hours to stream today, guys, because I have an appointment at 1 o'clock my time, and it's only 9. Yeah, I've got a while. It's 9:15. Oh God, I can't. Here's the biggest problem: is I can't bend over, so I got to bend sideways. You guys are ornery as shite in chat. My lord, I think you scared away our new guy. I think you scared away Arnold Larson. God damn. Bro, I think we need to get you some subscribers. Yeah, chat. I put him on blast because now he's an arm wrestler, dude. I absolutely love professional arm wrestling. As much as I hated my dad, yeah, stupid as news these days, all concentrated from the government. Exactly. My actual father, my real father, he used to spar with the WWF wrestlers back in the early '80s, and he was a professional arm wrestler too. So I'm going to give Mr. Arnold Larson a sub. I don't know about you guys. You guys do you. But I think that's pretty damn cool. So let's go see. Is there anything going on the Twitter? Oh. Let's find
So
out.
first picture, I just have like a now. I'm 31. I've never had a boyfriend. Let's take a look at my Hinge because y'all asked. I'm 31. I've never had a boyfriend. Let's take a look at my Hinge because y'all asked. So first picture, I just have like a natural lighting selfie of me. The most important card we have as girlies is our face card. So I feel like it's always best to show this
Okay.
first. I'll show you guys pictures first, then prompts. Second photo, we have a full body photo. I always think the second photo should be a full body photo. We show them face card, then we show them full body. Next photo, I did this one. I just thought it was like fun, cute for my birthday. And shockingly, this is like the photo that I feel like guys like the most. Okay, fourth, I'm bringing you back to another full body photo. I feel like this one says like reminder, like I'm not skinny. Next, we have another kind of like selfie photo, cowgirl hat. I don't know. I live in Nashville. Last, we have another full body photo, and I just try to put in as many.
I'm not saying
as
anything
I
wrong here.
can.
What's
Hope
her
I get
Hinge?
the idea like I'm not skinny. So I'm gonna show you the prompts, and I really think prompts on dating apps should give like a little sneak peek into your personality. Saying hi in as many languages as I know. Hi. It's very sarcastic and definitely my sense of humor. So if you think that's funny, then perfect. Next is what if I told you I'm a great bandwagon fan for your favorite sports team? And I love like doing everything for sports, drinking for them, tailgating them, watching them, having all
She
the
likes
snacks.
tailgating.
I'm really down to root for whoever as long as
She's
we
been
have a good
tailgating
time.
them.
Next we have I Bet You Can't Ask Me on a Date.
Okay.
This one is a hit. I actually get a lot of responses to this, so I recommend like throwing this one on your profile too. I do date very intentionally, so I'd be lying if I said I went on a
Has
date. when they
anybody
respond
thought
to this
that
prompt.
she is as boring
But
as hell at
that's
this
also a
point?
story for a different day. Last prompt: if loving this is wrong, I don't want to be right. Dogs. Yeah, so that's like once again very sarcastic, very me. Because
I'm
who doesn't
absolutely
love dogs? And
convinced
if you
that
don't
she's
love
boring
dogs,
as hell.
Then, like, don't talk to me. So yeah, that is the full breakdown of my Hinge. That's what I'm using to try to get a man. I also pay for the Hinge Premium, which is like $14 a week. It's not going well. None of it's going well, but we're trying. Okay. All right.
Oh,
love
it's
you guys. Bye.
Hinge is a dating thing. I thought she actually had a Hinge. Um, I don't know. I mean, I would have to say it's probably her attitude because she looks just like a normal girl to me. I think she can't get a man because she seems to have this attitude of either superiority or failure at the same time. I don't know how the hell you get that one. I would not touch her with Cynthia's spoon. Yeah, exactly. I have a feeling she never shuts up, and that could be a problem. I think it probably is a problem. She's always talking about something, and most of the time it's very narcissistic, I think. All about her, in other words. And I think she probably talks about being fat a lot. And she's not like, damn, or even she's not even fluffy. She's just kind of chunky, which is, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, guys like girls that have a little chunk on them. That's it. Because we know that you are well fed and you are not starving. Because if you are starving, then you are not taking care of yourself. Okay, it's that simple. No, we don't need to see that again. Oh, why are all these? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Indiana. Oh my God, this is hilarious.
Проснулся свет в кромешной темноте, и Богу была названа цена. Прогнулись все и братья во Христе. Прогнулось все,
I'd just be
но
afraid of
не
this guy
моя
because he's swinging knives around.
Был урожайным высокосником.
Of course, at the same time, if I got into a fight with him, I would just probably pop one in his head and go, "You brought a knife to a gunfight, dumbass." I'm just saying. Just saying. Oh, I did have some bookmarks I want to show you. Where's my bookmarks? Oh, there we go. All bookmarks. Not that one. I can't show that on the YouTubes. This one is absolutely hilarious.
Thing you can do is
Oh, I can't play that either because of its music. Jesus. Holy crap. Polk County Sheriff, you kill a policeman, it means no arrest, no Miranda rights, no negotiations, nothing, but as many bullets as we can shoot into you, period. Polk County, Florida Sheriff, I want this man as my sheriff. Exactly, Dom. You know, I want this man as my sheriff. So, hey, where? Stop it. Seymour. Okay. A man in Polk County who got pulled over in a routine traffic stop ended up executing a deputy who stopped him. The deputy was shot 8 times, including once behind his right ear at close range. It was an assassination, in other words. Another deputy was wounded and a police dog killed. Now that deserves a death penalty all in one right there. Don't ever fuck with canines. Ever. Jesus. The murderer was found hiding in a wooded area and soon took a shot at the SWAT team. Officers opened fire on him. They hit him 68 times. 68 times. Oh my God. Naturally, the liberal media went nuts and asked why they would shoot the poor, undocumented immigrant 68 times. Because he killed a cop, wounded another, and killed a canine dog. Liberal media, understand this. You're fucking stupid. Sheriff J.D. Grudge told the Orlando Sentinel, because that's all the ammunition we had. They opened fire, shot him 68 times, and ran out of fucking ammo. I'll bet you they shot probably 165 times because the sad fact of the matter is most officers couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, but I know this from experience from shooting with the guys locally here out at the range. But, and admittedly, I will tell everybody, shooting at the range is quite a bit different than shooting in a live fire exercise, or incident in this case. The coroner also reported the man died of natural causes. When asked by a reporter how that could be since there were 68 bullet wounds in his body, he simply said, best quote ever, when you are shot 68 times, you're naturally gonna die. When you are shot 68 times, you are naturally gonna die. Greatest coroner on the planet. God, that's funny. Oh, and I don't know if you guys watch Benny Johnson. Uh, this is absolutely epic.
Are you a pet owner? I love dogs, and that's why I was pretty amazed when this clip went viral of a guy and his dog, and videos of 2 different presidents.
There's Donald Trump. Do you see Donald Trump? Yeah. He's cool, right? Okay. Now we're gonna put. Check this out. I'm not lying about this.
Dogs are good judges of character, by the way.
I don't know. I think my dog is a Republican.
I think my dog is a fucking Republican.
Relax, mommy.
That is so good. I love it. And ironically, in the same token, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Biden's dog recently bit another person at the White House. And yeah, this is what I was referring to, guys. This is part of the back of my home. It is absolutely fucking destroyed, which sucks. Oh my lord. It's on Twitter. Um, let's see. How do you copy a link on Twitter? I don't think I've ever done that before. Oh, there we go. Here. Well, I see your door. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. You've got her. Anyway, so while we're just thinking of fun little nonsense here, look how bright that is. That hurts my eyes.
MAGA, is there anything that Donald Trump could do to lose your support?
Yeah, absolutely. Like if we're speaking in general, suppose if the Trump family had, I don't know.
I want you guys to understand something. The older millennial is such a cool dude. He and I are actually friends on TikTok, and we talk occasionally. He's very wise, so it's good to listen to him.
Let's just say 28 bank accounts spread across more than 50 shell companies. And even though those companies produce no actual good or service, they still brought in tens of millions of dollars every year from foreign interest. Yep, that might make me question him. Now, if we wanted to get more specific, I could tell you that let's say the Romanian president visited Trump. And then less than a month later, a Romanian businessman deposited $3.5 million into various Trump family accounts. That might make me question something. Or if various shell companies under Trump's control led to those Trump family accounts getting, I don't know, let's just use a hypothetical number and say about $8 million spread amongst all those accounts, even though they didn't sell
Did you find it on YouTube Shorts, Dom? That's cool.
anything to China, and they didn't provide any service, they didn't provide any good. Yeah, that might make me question him. Or let's just say one of Trump's children. In this hypothetical scenario, we'll say that the child is a drug addict who was drummed out of the military and has no experience in the energy sector, was hired by an energy company in a foreign nation that was under investigation for corruption. That by itself would seem pretty suspicious. You know, paying somebody $1 million a year in an industry that they have no experience. But it would seem even more suspicious if that Trump son that was working for the energy company had his salary dramatically reduced once Trump left office, and then within 4 months later was eventually completely let go. That would sort of scream that they were just using that Trump child to have access to the president. That would make me very suspicious. Oh, also in this hypothetical scenario, if in addition to the $1 million a year they were paying that Trump kid, somehow from energy interest in that same country where his son was working, deposited anywhere from $4 to $6.5 million into various Trump family accounts, I would wonder what they did to get that money. Or maybe one more business hypothetical. Let's say that an oligarch from, I don't know, let's say Russia. Let's say that oligarch deposited $3.5 million into various Trump family accounts, again, for no viable good or service provided, and even bought Trump's son an $80,000 Porsche, and then within a month of doing that was invited to the White House for a state dinner.
Stand by a second. Where in the hell do you find an $80,000 Porsche? I mean, I'm just asking, where do you find an $80,000 Porsche? Because once I have some money, I would actually like to know, because I do want to buy my first supercar. I was hoping my first supercar would be a C8 Corvette, because it is a mid-engine and it's now considered a supercar. Or, an older, Ferrari, like an 812, or, a 599, because you can buy those for about 70 or 80,000. But this was a brand new Porsche for 80 grand. Where do you get a brand new Porsche for 80 grand?
Yeah, that would definitely make me question Trump. But the funny thing is, none of that happened under Trump. However, all of it did happen under Biden. All of those events I just named happened while either Biden was VP or president. So the real question is, why don't you have any questions?
Yeah, babe. No botcha.
That's the good question. Why don't you have any questions? And you know what the liberals' response is going to be?
Shut up!
That would be the liberals' responses. Shut up. Oh my, Miss Shittygram, y'all rock. What did you walk into? No. It was Biden. Yeah, he was just saying it was Biden. Biden and his Biden son. It's a felon. Oh, actually, he was charged in. He was federally charged, so he is a felon. So actually, I found out some interesting information about the New York case for Trump. So in the state of New York, This is very interesting. I actually found this out from one of our LawTube friends that you are not registered as a felon. Really, Dom? 84.4 for a Cayman, a 718 Cayman. Interesting. Of course, that's like, the Volkswagen Bug of Porsches, but so in the state of New York, if you are charged and convicted of a felony, you are technically not a felon. You are not on registered as a felon until you are sentenced. Now, because the Supreme Court the other night in a late night response said, my dogs are going stupid, that Trump cannot go to jail. They've ruled on this. Trump cannot go to jail because it is mandated by law that the Secret Service protect him. Well, if Trump goes to prison, the Secret Service can't protect him. So this whole New York case is going to get really, really weird because the only other option they're going to have is to put him on probation. And that's not going to fucking fly. So, and then we've had the whole appeal process, plus the Supreme Court made a preliminary, they didn't make a ruling, but they talked about it, that the whole case was, and this was actually the Democrats on the case were going, no, this is all bullshit. We're going to have to end up throwing this thing out. The Cayman's actually a nice car for cruising, but I want power. I want like 750 horsepower. So, yeah. But yeah, so Trump is not a felon right now because he has not been sentenced. Isn't that interesting? Let's just go through some random TikToks real quick. This is Juju and Lulu. These guys are awesome.
Here, babe. I bought you a glass of water.
Oh, thank you, baby. That's cold. I just want to say I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean to yell at you earlier. Really didn't mean to take it out on you. Hope you can forgive me. Can you?
Yeah, all right.
What are you doing? What?
You should be okay.
What do you mean I should be okay? Babe! Babe!
I had a lot of what the fuck moments as a corrections officer, and one of those moments was when I had a mother.
I know, I didn't say any specific model. So, I would like a GT3 RS. What is it? The 955 GT3 RS? It's like the baddest fucking car that they've ever made, other than the hypercar. But yeah. Oh my gosh! We have some legends. We have legends in chat, which is awesome, and we are doing Discord, just chitty chat. Since I do not have Restream or StreamYard at the moment, because I ran out of money and I can't buy anything. So we're streaming directly through OBS, but we do have Discord. So if anybody wants to chat, just drop on into the Discord, go to the general channel, and I'll drag you down to the live on stream. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, what is that? So much repetitive. I'm boring quickly off of it. No matter what, everything is boring. That's why we're trying to make things interesting.
One of the most underrated blessings is leaving your house and making it back home every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an underrated blessing that we just assume it's gonna happen. And every single day, cats leave the crib and they don't make it back to their children. They don't make it back to their spouses. But we leave our house every single day. We just assume, like, man, I'm gonna make it back. I'll see you later, right? And it's like, man, who promised you that?
That's kind of Meh. Oh my. What do we got here? What do we got here?
Okay, Amanda, I'm gonna warn you one last time, and then I'm gonna. Ottawa will
There's
sue
a
you!
wifey.
Are you gonna listen to him or not? My husband will sue the Baraboo School District! That has nothing to do with me, Amanda. You're right! Okay, but. Amanda, you were there. Amanda, you were there. I'm gonna take everybody down. I will die for what is right! Amanda.
Oh my gosh, we got
What
a
is
super
the plan
Karen.
right now? Other than I am trying to survive. My son is important. My daughter is important. My babies are important. My sisters are important. My mothers are important. My brothers
Time to leave.
are important.
Time to leave.
Okay, I'll listen to you, Connie. I'm sorry.
Time to go.
No, I listen to police officers.
Let's go.
No. No. What's your name?
Hey, bud.
What's your name and who are you?
Okay. Let's go this way. Please.
Do you understand? Do you know her? Sorry. Thanks. You know, okay. All right, I like her tattoo. Are you gonna go home? No, with him? I'm gonna stay right here until I have everything from this store. Amanda, I am not going to tell you again. I'm not threatening. If you are not going to choose to leave, I'm going to take you to jail for disorderly conduct. I'm not going to keep.
I don't think duct tape would work in this situation, Queen. I'm pretty sure a 4x4 might temporarily, because all duct tape does is close the mouth. She still has the ability to move. However, a good swift knock in the backside of the head with a 4x4, walking tall style, yeah, that'll knock her ass out for a while.
Continue with this. So he's trying to give you a ride. Try it. I dare you. Do you? I dare. Is that what you want to happen? One of my husbands is here, and I will get back out and have this baby.
One of her husbands.
Yeah, you might want to head this way.
One of her husbands. Who would? One of her husbands. One of them. Guys, I just need to understand something. What man in their right mind would fornicate with her with other men at the same time? And the whole polygamous marriage thing, I got no problem with that, but damn. I'm not even talking her looks, just the attitude alone, man. That would make me want to unalive myself. I mean, look at that bottom picture. Look at her. That is frightening. If I had to live, if my wife right there acted like that on a daily basis or at all, I might have to. I don't know. I don't even know if it's on the side, my dude. That's just holy crap. Is this in Florida? It's got to be in Florida.
But okay. Again, Amanda, we're giving you all promise. We're giving you all of the options. Don't make me say it. I don't want to say it to you, but I will curse you and beat your ashes.
Curse you and beat your ashes? She said ashes. So what she's going to do is she's going to make them spontaneously go poof. Oh my God. The dumb. I mean, 2x4s,
We're done.
Okay, you're under arrest.
Yeah.
For disorderly conduct.
You're under arrest. Okay, we're done. I'm suing you.
Relax, don't.
Get your hands off me!
No.
I am never with that man!
Take her down! Taser! Taser!
Get the taser! Oh, I will touch you! I will.
At the very end of that, did she say, Chad, did she say, I will fuck you, I will fuck you, I will fuck you? Is that how she's getting all these men? Because they're desperate and they will tolerate that? No, I just couldn't. I honestly couldn't because, even if I was that desperate, I would never because I'm not sure I could actually get it up with a woman that had an attitude like that. It would be too afraid. It'd be turtled. It'd be like walking into an ice cold swimming pool permanently. Jenny. I have not gone through these, by the way. We're just watching random TikToks. I can't play that.
If you want to grow your audience with...
But I love being married. It's awesome, man. When I first married, I thought all we needed was 2 pillows on the bed. Obviously, that is not near enough. We got like 30, 40 pillows on. We don't even need a mattress anymore. We just have pillows just stacked. Every night we're just shoving pillows up. We have these mounds of pillows on the side of our bed every night. You got to get up at midnight for a drink. You got a decision to make, my friend. Do I have the strength to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, huh?
What the fuck are we watching?
Listen, y'all, I might...
Don't you see how this could be offensive to a...
So today a lot of y'all are doing shots of Tennessee Fire or even Fireball. But how many of you remember the older,
TikTok, you will
meaner
show more
brother?
camel toe and get more views.
Aftershock. Check this out. Now, if you haven't seen it in a while,
Why
there's
in
a
the hell
good
would
reason.
anybody
They stopped
torture
producing
themselves
this
this way?
like back in 2009 in the United States. But for those of us that remember this 80 proof, thick as molasses, pancake syrup like liquor that tasted like liquid Big Red, liquid Dentine, but at 80 proof. On top of it, not only did it go down super easy and it was pretty strong, but there were these flavor crystals at the bottom that would crystallize in the bottle that were so amazingly good, but also so amazingly hard to get at, that a lot of us just reverted to breaking the bottle open and ingesting nearly as much glass as we did liquid crystals. Yeah, that wasn't good. Oh, but eventually they did come up with this.
Warning. Do not try to break the bottle of Aftershock after open, as the, what does it say? Accidental consumption of glass shards can cause serious internal injury. I mean, to be fair, at least we didn't eat Tide Pods. Just saying. Glass, I think, is much more healthier than Tide Pods.
Yeah, thanks. Better late than never.
What's the end goal here? Because the U.S. government cannot possibly believe that this is sustainable.
My dear, they know it's not sustainable. All of this is on purpose. The government is intentionally...
You are absolutely correct, Dale. Now, I'll tell you a story that I barely remember. There was a time I went to a party. Let's see. This would have been when my wife and I were in Grand Junction. I went with my buddy Peach. And it was a bar party, and they were pouring shots of Aftershock. And this is the grossest thing ever. Mixed with Mad Dog. I had one of them just to try it. Yeah. That's probably what caused all my stomach issues.
Destroying our ability to self-sustain. And the reason I know that is this isn't the first time this has happened in history. This is the goal of any liberal government. Their goal is to make the citizens of this country as dependent on the government as possible. Because you know what happens when the citizens of a country can self-sustain? They don't let the government do what they want. The more the American people are able to succeed without the help of the government, the less power the government has. Like, this shit is not by accident. But do you know right now that the Fed is intentionally keeping rates high? And they are doing that to make things more expensive. They are literally keeping the rates high so people can't afford shit. And they're claiming they're trying to do it to control inflation, but it's not working. But they're continuing to do it anyway. Like, you have to understand that the Democrats don't want the American people to be able to take care of themselves. Like, all you have to do is look at any policy our government has passed while under Democrat control. It's always social programs. It's always programs to give money to people or to give resources to people. And the cost of all these programs is always deferred for decades after, so that people can enjoy the short-term benefits of a program we can't actually afford, get addicted to those benefits, become reliant on those benefits, and then 10 years from now, when those Democrats are no longer in power, they get to blame Republicans for not funding those programs, even though they knew when they created the program that it was unaffordable down the line. You can see this in every Democrat-controlled state. Like, you can see it in California, in New York, in New Jersey. They create tons of unsustainable programs that give short-term things to the citizens, and they leave the consequences of that to be dealt with by people who are elected 10 years later, all with the goal of making people as reliant on the government as possible. Did you ever wonder why the groups that are given the most aid in this country are the least successful? Like, think about that for a second. Like, let's compare three groups. Let's say African Americans, Asian Americans, and Indian Americans. Now, there are 1,000,001 programs out there to help African Americans. There are no programs to help Asian and Indian Americans. But the two wealthiest groups in this country are Indian Americans and Asian Americans. And they're successful because they never became reliant on the government for anything, because the government never gave them anything. The Democrats never offered them free shit, so they never had to risk taking the free shit and becoming reliant on the free shit. That's not true of African Americans, though. And the Democrats are doing everything.
He's absolutely correct. I mean, even white people are completely addicted to free shit at this point, and I'm completely ashamed to say that. So am I, because without the government's assistance, my wife and I wouldn't be able to survive, because we are struggling to try to get, things like, well, I was trying to get unemployment, but yeah, that's a long story. But disability benefits, because we are both disabled, legitimately. I mean, you guys have seen me get up and walk. I can't fucking walk hardly at all, and I can't bend over. I can't do a lot of things. And now I find out I have all these new conditions. It makes things worse. My wife is, my lovely wife has struggled for so many years, and she's still trying to get disability, and she's applied 3 times now, 4 times. I've lost count. So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing, is filling out all that ridiculous paperwork and starting the process for myself again. Because I need the assistance. But I mean, I can't say it anymore, because I can't seem to find work, because nobody wants to deal with somebody that is broken. I'm going to school so I can find stuff that I can do in my own time. Digital marketing is one of those, and cybersecurity is another. But there's not a lot of cybersecurity jobs out there at the moment, especially for remote positions. But digital marketing you can do from anywhere. That's the beautiful part. I don't even need to be at home. So there's a lot of good stuff out there. You just got to find your niche in order to push forward. But in the interim, you got to get some help. It's like, that's the same reason I keep harping on this fundraiser, because I can't afford to fix my home. It's a fact of life right now. And I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I want people to encourage and say, look, we're going to help you get this done, whether we just share it out and send a prayer, or if we can afford to, we will donate, or, what have you. Hold on, chat. Allergies are kicking my butt today. Is the mic too low, by the way, guys? Just looking on the meter, it seems like my mic might be a little bit too low. I'm not sure. I just don't want to peek it out and blow your guys' eardrums out. But let's keep going.
We're making noise. Wait. Oh my gosh.
What the heck?
Wait, stop. Just stop. 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 Oh my
She hit
gosh.
a mailbox.
Are you kidding me? Seriously? Hey, hey.
Do you hear it?
No, I don't hear it. What did
Could
you
be
do?
10 dB higher.
Hey, it's not the engine. It's not the engine.
Don't hear it anymore.
Babe, where did you go?
All right, let's see if that's any
Where
better.
did you go?
I went to the gas station, and
Yeah,
then I went
yeah.
to Miss Jones down the street
Yeah.
to drop off that painting that I
Oh,
sold to her.
okay. Did you back up?
Well, yeah. I pulled into the driveway and I had to pull out.
Babe, turn off the truck and get out. Just get out.
It's not making the noise anymore.
It's not the engine. Just get out. It's not the engine. What am I gonna do? Seriously.
Nice truck.
It's not doing it anymore.
Yeah, I know. I know. Just take a look. Come here. Come here. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even hear it.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's a plastic mailbox.
You know
How are
what?
you going to hear
It's
it?
actually like a federal law. You broke the law by stealing mail.
Babe, I
And-
can
Yeah.
go to jail.
Yes, you
I'm not
can go
going
to jail.
You stole the mail.
back?
I am not taking it back.
Babe,
Sorry, you tell Miss
can't.
Jones.
I can't show my face. I can't.
You're going to have to, lady.
Are you kidding me? Seriously? You didn't feel it when you hit it?
No.
Well, don't open it. If you open it and get
It's
the
a
mail,
plastic
you
mailbox. You're not going to feel it.
And now he is otherizing brown people. He is otherizing black people. He is saying things like this: I don't think you're going to have another election if I don't win, or certainly not an election that's meaningful. He's saying the quiet part out loud. If I am not elected, we are going to see January 6th again. And I think we need to be
Oh,
on
dear God.
guard to make sure that we preserve our democracy so that our country looks the way that it should look, like all of us. It's a diverse country. That's what America was built upon.
No,
Sonny,
I-
nice
just-
monologue there, but a few points. Otherizing illegal immigrants has nothing to do with black and brown people. They are
Yep.
illegals. You are the one making it about their skin color, but then again, you were one of the biggest race hustlers on TV, so I'm not surprised. Now, regarding his concerns about the future of the country, he has never said, if I'm not elected, we are going to see January 6th again. You literally made that up to back your emotional outburst. But let's forget about all that. You just said we have to be on guard to preserve our democracy. Now, when you look at the liberal media, such as this show and people like you, making up lies about Trump, when you look at the current president, Democrat prosecutors, Democrat judges prosecuting him, when you look at Democrat states trying to get him off the ballots, these are the people on your side. So I don't know what you mean by being on guard, but that
This guy green screens himself into the view and does rebuttals, and it's hilarious.
that's what they are doing. They are overriding democracy to not let people elect who they want to be their president. But that's a common practice on the left. You always accuse the other side of doing what you yourself are doing.
Oh, damn.
Done for you Shopify bill.
It's the same.
Oh.
Trying to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix
Nice.
Swap with sticks or umbrellas in the mix. Putting on the Ritz.
You know, I was watching. Who was it? I think it was Mo this morning, or maybe it was Shizzy was talking about. I don't have any idea. Anyway, they had a news story up about Disney's fucking up everything, and literally everything that Disney has touched in the last 10 years has turned to absolute crap with wokeism. I don't mind if they want to clean it up a little bit, or if you want to throw a gay couple in, I don't care. Don't make the whole damn thing about it, though. That makes zero sense to me, because the world is not just, the alphabet community, and that's literally what Disney has been doing. is, essentially making movies of it's it's like the Mexican version of TV, but just for gay people. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? And this is a company that everybody used to respect, until they found out that Walt Disney was, he was an odd duck.
Imagine being in a position as a man where you get a text message from your wife telling you how much she appreciates everything you do. Forget to acknowledge how hard it.
I will tell you guys this. This guy is right on every level. On every single damn level. My wifey in chat there, Miss Kid Cat, for 20 years plus before I started getting, well, longer than that. We've been together for 28 years. But for the last 4 years, I have been seriously ill. And the years before that, she would encourage me, even though if she hated the hours I worked, or getting up in the middle of the night to go reset servers or reset a, wireless access point, in my IT jobs, or going out on the weekends to fix stuff, or even holidays. I mean, there was a number of times I had to go out on Christmas and New Year's. She always was encouraging because I was doing everything I could for my family. And you guys have no idea how hard that is right now since I can't do anything. I still come up with solutions, but I can't actually work. I have to engineer solutions that don't involve me actually working, it sucks. I will just flat out put it there. It just fucking sucks.
What the hell was Biden thinking when he declared Easter Sunday to be Trans Visibility Day?
Oh, God, this bullshit. I hate that.
Such total disrespect to Christians, and November 5th is going to be called something else. You know what it's going to be called? Christian Visibility Day, when Christians turn out in numbers that nobody has ever seen.
I mean,
before.
I'm not exactly a full-blown Christian, but I do believe in God and I have my faith, so I'll go with that. Is this supposed to be a funny video? I don't.
Go to motionready.com to add this.
What's in that jug? It smells like jet fuel.
That's Swanson Family Mash Liquor, made from
Oh,
the
hell
finest
yeah.
corn ever grown on American soil. Its only legal use is to strip varnish off of speedboats.
If you win, he's all yours.
I want some of that.
If I win, I bring him back to the farm for good.
Yeah, I shouldn't have
That
listened to
wasn't a
that
deal.
because
Pour it.
it
I'm
could give me
thirsty.
copy
Pour
strikes.
me one
Probably
too
will
then.
be.
Let me in here. I'm gonna join you, and if I win, Ron stays here with us.
Leslie, no, don't drink that. We use it to burn warts off of the mules.
Oh, Lord.
Poison!
Oh, that must be good moonshine. Oh, that
I made a
must be
mistake.
good moonshine.
I made a mistake.
Had enough of this watered-down baby formula? Not even close. Not even close.
This watered down baby formula.
Marvin.
So about 6 months ago, the lesbian girls next door hit me up to be a donor because they want to have a kid, and I went, yeah, I'll volunteer as tribute for that. And they don't want IVF, they just want to do it naturally. So we've been doing it naturally, and 6 months, no kid. I haven't had the heart to tell them I had a vasectomy 10 years ago.
You thought it was April, didn't you? No.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's funny.
Or, here's another.
Nope.
What if Don't Stop Believin' by Journey was a little more country? I mean, the first couple of lines seem to work really well.
I can't listen to that.
The SkyTech Omega 2. Thermaltake perforated the panels on this case to ensure the PC will stay nice and cool.
I
This
don't
PC
like
comes
that
with
case
an
design.
Intel i7 14.
I don't like it. Oh, Jesus.
I like trolling white feminists, that's all. You know my favorite thing to do? I look them right in their eyes and go, you know what? I don't even believe in women's rights. I do believe in lesbians' rights.
Huh?
I should probably explain. The main thing women can legitimately complain about is the fact that they make like 75 cents for every dollar that a man makes. And that is a terrible thing. But
it's also not true, but
if you're a heterosexual girl, you're just gonna marry a dude, and now we both got $1.75. I would love for you to get this quarter. It goes into a joint bank account. But these poor lesbian couples are trying to survive on $1.50.
I mean, it's not true, but it's a good joke. It's not true, but it's a good joke.
I just got 3 things.
One of my
Nope, can't
favorite
listen.
things about online therapy.
Federally charged.
What's going on today?
I've been hanging out for a while. I'm off duty. I work for Washingtonville Police Department. I'm about to go into work. I was just sitting up here talking.
I get ya.
And I was talking to like just being friendly with people. Did
I
somebody
get ya.
take offense? Sir, put your hands behind your back.
Oof.
I'm sorry.
Don't lock your fingers. You should not do this, right? Put your hands upside down. Spread your feet.
Okay. I'm an off-duty officer. I have my identification.
Okay. We're just gonna check because we gotta call it. You're the first aid police officer.
Oh, okay.
You have anything else on you?
No, sir. I have a taser in my vehicle. In my bag. I
It's
have
the
my
10U
bag.
police vest for me. This guy's impersonating a cop.
My police ID, so I don't have a police ID on me. I can,
Don't have a police ID on you.
no, I don't have a police ID yet. What's that badge say? You can,
Washingtonville.
I'll give you my chief's number.
I love that comment there. I'm not a cop, but I did stay at the Holiday Inn last night.
No, I'm a, you don't have an ID? No, they didn't. I've been bitching about this forever with them. I have my badge. I don't have an ID.
Do you have like your driver's license on you?
Yes, sir. Or, yes,
fine.
ma'am. Sorry.
Is it in the car?
Was that here?
It's in this wallet?
Yes. And that's my old badge, from my old department. So,
Yeah, this at the Holiday Inn has your name on it. It says that you're with the U.S. Marshals Task Force. Has your last name on it. That's what they gave us at the Holiday Inn.
okay.
Ooh. Now it became a worse thing. Instead of impersonating a local cop, he's impersonating a federal officer.
No, we'll get a hold of him. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, his soul left his body
out
the
of my house
moment they
now.
said they were going to
You and I-
verify. These people are annoying. Oh my God, this
I
guy
think I
is
broke my drum kit.
epic.
It tells the time.
Oi, mate! Do you have any fucking idea what fucking time it is? Shut the fuck up!
I can show you my.
He was once happy. There was a time in his life where everything made sense. There was a time.
Oh,
Top 3 worst presidents in U.S. history. The number 1 may shock you. Number 3,
let's see
Jimmy
this.
Carter. Carter's presidency was plagued by extreme economic difficulties, including high inflation and unemployment rates known as
I'll agree with that.
stagflation.
Carter was a piece of
Policies
crap.
such as wage and price controls did not effectively address these issues, and actually contributed to the prolonged economic struggles. Number 2, Barack Obama. Obama's policies contributed to the increase in the national debt during his presidency.
Yep.
His stimulus package and extreme government spending led to unsustainable levels of debt, which will burden future generations. Obama's
That's AI.
economic policies,
Totally
such
AI.
as the Affordable Care Act and increased regulation, hindered economic growth and job creation. Number 1, Joe Biden.
Yep.
Biden's energy policies, such as the
Doesn't surprise me
cancellation
one
of the
bit.
Keystone Pipeline and the rejoining of the Paris Climate Agreement, have negatively impacted domestic energy production and job
Ford and
opportunities
Carter
in the
are on the
energy
same level.
sector. Inflation has also soared under Joe's leadership, with food, energy, and travel costs double. It would be hard not to have Joe beaten number one.
Somebody fucked up writing the script for this AI. Instead of saying double, it said double. They forgot the E. Guys, when you're writing anything in AI, spelling and grammar are mandatory because AI understands spelling and grammar. I mean, full English grammar. We're talking colons, semicolons, commas, periods, quotation marks, parentheses, all of it. Brackets. Use it properly, because if you don't, well, it's just going to make it do shit like this. But it's absolutely correct. Here's the thing, Dom. The reason I say, the Ford and Carter are about on the same level is because anybody that wanted to vote Ford in as president obviously owned a Ford, after the revamp, period, where, instead of, saying it was Ford, it was found on road dead, because that's what his presidency was. It was dead.
If your last post got 500 views, listen.
Yeah, my last post didn't get 500 views.
Sriracha hot sauce are complaining.
Who sings this song?
Can't do that.
Life is a waste of time. Time is a waste of life. Get wasted all the time, and you'll have the time of your life.
I believe that the worst thing that has happened to American society, I'm saying this as a martial arts coach who preaches and has preached against this venomously, but I think we need to bring bullying back, bro. Bullying's got to make a comeback. These kids are getting...
Yeah, you were in a downtrend with Nixon, and and the worst part was Nixon wasn't actually a bad president. That's the fucked up part. He was decent. Fucking old real-built Dodge. Yeah. See, you can't even say that. You can't say, because Shenny, there has not been a Dodge in history other than the Dodge Power Ram, which I love that truck, and the Dodge Cars. Every Dodge pickup, except for the Power Ram, loses its transmission in the middle of the road. And I mean, honestly, loses. You'll see it just rolling down the road without the vehicle because they have the shittiest transmissions.
Weird. We had that depression episode, and I used to think I had depression, and now I just don't believe in it anymore. And now I don't have depression anymore. Honestly, I struggled with it my whole life. One day I was just like, you know what? This bullshit. Honest to God, what I think a lot of depression is, and a lot of anxiety, especially anxiety, where a lot of that comes
He's not
from.
wrong.
You ain't got enough shit wrong in your life.
Timmy,
you need to go get shot
how
at.
you doing? He's not wrong. There are people out there that do actually have depression. However, most of the people that have depression these days, I need to get the camera that's working over here, but it's not over here. We'll fix that. Hold on. Oh, we're going to fix this shit. Hold on. Down Periscope. Move this screen over here so it's not in front of the camera. Point the camera down and move it over here. And then we go over here and we're going to change the camera. Because I keep looking over here because chat is right there. And we're going to take this and we'll cancel that and come over here and nope, camera. We're going to camera and change this to camera. And there we are. Look, I'm fat. Yes, I'm fat. I'm fat. You know it. Show 'em on. Perfect. That way I can look over here and not look like a dumbass. But as I was saying, why is that camera flickering? What the frick? It's a glitch in the matrix, ladies and gentlemen. I think that somehow I took the red pill. I don't know, or the blue pill, or the green pill, or the purple pill. I don't know which color I took. Wow, that is like stupidly sketchy. What is going on with this camera? Is it the cable? I don't think it's the cable. Nope, it's not the cable. Anywho. Yeah, so there we go. Put that up a little bit. Anyway, so depression is a real thing for a lot of people. However, today's generation is a lot of these, especially these younger kids, the late millennials and millennials, Gen Z, Gen A, they're all riding the coattails, going, "I'm so depressed." They're literally doing it from our generation, Gen X. We're the ones that started the whole goth thing, right? They are literally riding our coattails from the goth era. I am sorry, but come on now. I'm now blaming ourselves for a lot of the bullshit that's happening because it's not that we were shitty parents. It was that we were trying to do the right thing, and it turns out we were doing the wrong thing. And we should have been beating our kids' asses a lot more. I spanked my older two children like maybe a couple of times. My two youngest, I don't think I've ever laid a hand on them. I don't think I've ever spanked them at all. It just drives me absolutely insane because there are people that legitimately have depression issues, like my wife. And then there are people that have absolutely no reason to be depressed, and then they're just riding the coattails and making themselves depressed, and it sucks. All right, it just fucking sucks. I hate it. I have had more adversity in my life than most people have ever seen, and I'll admit I am a mild depressive. Mild, which means I'm just like everybody else out there. I've lost family, I've lost a daughter, I have PTSD, I have seen some things in my life that no person should ever fucking see. But I don't let it rule me because it's one of those things in that level of things when you're a mild depressive, you can either let it rule your life or you can just say, fuck you, I'm going to take this path, go forward, right? And then you have, major depressives. And there are, they struggle. They legitimately struggle. And I'm not judging against that because they're true depressive. They're true people that have depression issues. And then you have these kids that just fake this shit because they want more attention. And Gen X, we aren't used to that. Come on now. We didn't helicopter parent anybody. Hardly. I mean, I guess the late generation, the last, 1980s, the Zennials, are they called? They helicoptered the parent at all their children. But we didn't because we were feral. We tried to keep our kids feral. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't have any idea. Oh, Dom, you're absolutely correct. It's not about spanking. It's about experiencing actual pain. It's an attention getter. And then you have kids. I mean, I have never broken a bone in my life other than a toe bone, but I know what real pain is. I have experienced real pain. And, a lot of these kids haven't. And, I just don't understand why on earth that we don't have more people that can say, yeah, I've experienced real pain. Squall Leonhard, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Clinical depression requires meds and diagnosis. It does. It absolutely does. You're absolutely. And clinically depressive people. I got nothing bad to say. I know people that are clinically depressed. They are seriously depressed and require medication in order to try to control it. And sometimes it's not controllable. I got no issues with that whatsoever. I got issues with all these kids that are going, oh my God, life is so bad. And they've never actually experienced life yet. I'm 47 years old and I'm still experiencing life. Something new and quite frightening comes through all the time. If you were listening at the first part of the stream, yeah, I found out some information that was scary. But I'm going to deal with it and move on because I can't let it control me. Oh, be nice, Dom. Now define clinical depression. You have to get an actual psychiatrist for that. I know you do, Dale. I know. And I appreciate you. You guys, you know that. You thought I was... Oh my God. You son of a bitch. I'm only 47, bro. I'm only 47. I enjoy being only 47. Oh, you guys want to see something wild? There was a comment the other day, and I don't remember which stream it was in, about how long my hair has been over time. And I had to go snag this picture. Let me go find this thing. There we go. Let's move this picture. Let's open this thing up. Move it over here. This is me and my sister, and I am like 10 years old at the time. Shut up, Tammy. You know how old I am. But this is me and my sister. And my hair it's caught underneath me. It's so damn long. It goes all the way to the middle of my back. And, you know, it was the 80s. Come on. You had to have long hair in the 80s. Even growing up on a farm, I had long hair. Ay, 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 ay. Dom says, well, it's like bipolar. Originally, bipolar literally meant the abnormal physical separation between hemispheres of the brain and can only be determined by radiology. Yeah. And now bipolar just means you're mad one time and happy another. It is. Oh, God, we have sirens outside. There's a fire locally. Oh, no. Or a rescue, one of the two. Our city blows sirens for everything. I know, Tammy. I don't judge women by their age. You know that? Lord, if I did, Shinny would beat the shit out of me. Oh, I know. They've morphed the actual medical definitions for a lot of things, and it just irritates the snot out of me. Because they're just trying to group people in. You know, it's like, I was actually talking to my son about this the other night. It's like the whole trans movement, right? Growing up, our boomers and Gen X growing up, what did we have? We only had one type of trans individual. That was transvestites. Those were individuals that literally were born with both or the wrong genitalia. I actually had a good friend of mine who was an actual transvestite. His name was Rick, and he worked at the ISP that I worked for back in Grand Junction. And he was a really good guy. He was a nice guy. And he was ugly as shit as a dude, and he was actually pretty good looking as a woman. So, we actually had real transvestites back then. And, the whole trans phase started just about 10 years ago. I look younger than 47. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. You should see me without a beard. I look like I'm in my late 20s. It's hilarious. I'm still fat, though. No matter if I shave my beard or not, I'm still fat. Trying to fix that one, though. I'm going to have to go get more coffee in a minute, guys. But, yeah, so, they've morphed all these terms to fit, the smallest percentage of the groups. And I'm not throwing shade at the groups themselves. I am pissed off at, the people that are in charge of all this shit for just going, oh, Here, you can be trans. No, you cannot. Hermaphrodite has both, yes. Or vested, yes. You're correct. Hermaphrodite, yes. I was mistaken. I'm sorry. Transvestite was the original term came up. You're right. I went to college in Trinidad, Colorado. You guys know where that. If you guys know where that is, you know where Raton, New Mexico is, and that's where Dr. Biber, the world's leading sex change dude, founded everything. He founded this entire movement there. So, yes, you're absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct, Dom. I was wrong. You guys got to remember, my brain is fucked up right now. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, please. I may mix up terms once in a while. You guys know this. Just as soon as I put the stent in my neck, I've been told that I will think 100 times better because I'll actually have blood flow properly going to the brain. And I may become the genius that I once was. And this is a very interesting fact. I actually, just before college and just afterwards, I tested IQ. And it was like way up on the high scale towards the genius levels. And then as I got older, I got dumber. And now I know why. Cholesterol. Thank you so much for plugging up my arteries. It's important you take care of your health, people, because now if you don't, you end up like me. Just coming up on 50 years old and have so many fucking health conditions that you can't function in life. It sucks. So, and I want to start doing, no, Dom, don't worry about it. You're being cool, and I appreciate you correcting and giving factual information. I appreciate that. Don't think that, that I'm upset or anything like that, because I'm not. It's a good thing that you're doing that. I appreciate it. Well, thank you, Tammy.
All right, listen.
Oh my God, it's Goose.
And I've had my fill of my wife's little cavapoo yuppie little purse dog, and I'm gonna tell you why. I have a German Shepherd. His name is Cato, and I have an English Bulldog, and his name is Amos.
Before we go, I have to make sure I give credit. This is Goose. Goose is awesome. His content is his. He owns it. I'm not monetized. Don't copy strike me. He's a cool dude.
And my wife had just decided that she was going to buy her own little yuppie purse dog, and it was going to be a little bitty thing, and I made fun
Purse dogs should be illegal.
of her the whole time. This is my wife's purse dog. His name is Tedder. He weighs like 1.5 pounds. And when she told me she was going to get this dog, I'm like, this dog's never going to make it. This house is full of manly, tough, big, husky dogs. My German Shepherd's a big, manly man, and my English Bulldog is a big, manly man. There's no way any kind of little yuppie purse dog is gonna make it. He's not gonna be able to compete with my German Shepherd. And then I look down and see this shit. Apparently,
oh God, that's funny.
The house says this is fucking ridiculous. What's that? The hoodie? You like the pew pew all pedos hoodie? Click right down here and get one for yourself. I gotta go.
Guys, honestly, if you do like he's got some really cool merch, and if you do, go look up Goose and go buy merch from him because that's a fucking badass hoodie. If I had the money, I'd go buy one. Jeff Dunham, if you can drop kick it over a fence, it's not a dog. Amen. Have you seen those teacup poodles that are literally, the tallest they get is like this big. It's this fucking big. It's tiny. Like this big.
Baby, I'm sorry. I need to know what you're spending.
Dude, I'm actually struggling, man. My views are still getting no views.
No views.
You're for the Second Amendment. Do you have...
Frank. Whoa. Come on. Give it to us.
You're for the Second Amendment. Do you...
Dude, I'm actually...
You're for the Second Amendment. Do you have a gun?
I have a license to have a gun. Yes, I do.
Do you own one?
Yes, I do.
Do you use it?
gun range?
It's none of your business. It's really none of your business. I have a license to have a gun.
Gun control.
What are you talking about?
Or a
You asked me
stronger
if I have a gun.
background. Stronger
yes, I have a
background
gun.
checks.
Excuse me. Yes, I have a gun, and yes, I have a permit to have a gun.
Stronger background checks. What about that?
Is
Is there any steps that you would take to make it harder to get a gun in this country?
The problem is, once you get into that, you start getting into a situation, the slippery slope, where all of a sudden you're going to really violate the Second Amendment. I don't want to do anything to violate the Second Amendment. To me, the Second Amendment is very important.
Amen.
Frank?
Okay, chat. Here's what we're going to do. I need to take a quick bio break. We're going to go to the Be Right Back screen. I'm going to throw some of my tunes on, go grab some more coffee, and then I will be right back. All right. Guys, if you enjoy those sounds, you can find me up on all major streaming music platforms, including YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. Just search Captain Kearn, and yeah, it's chill music. There's going to be a couple new albums that are coming. So enjoy. Let's see here. I was like, which camera do I go for here? So, Tammy, he actually does still have a permit. He just simply had to turn over his firearms in New York. But he does not have to turn them over in Florida. Armed Scholar actually went through that the other day, and it was very interesting information. You, Cynthia, be safe going to your doctor's appointment, and hope everything turns out all right. You have a great rest of your day. All right. And let's pause the music. And that's my album, Songs of the Forest, guys. Like I said, if you want to check it out, look it up on any major music platform, including iHeartRadio. And just search for Captain Kearn, and it will be up there. And there, like I said, there's going to be another 2 to 3 albums coming out really soon, within the next 2 or 3 weeks, as long as my distributor doesn't screw up like this last time. You have me on the phone, but you won't be able to chat. Roger that. Timmy, why would you think that's stupid? So he was convicted in a state court, but he is not actually a felon yet. You weren't here in the stream earlier, but I was talking to one of our friends in LawTube the other day, and he explained it to me because I had heard this on another podcast or something like that. Here's the thing: when Trump was convicted in New York, he hasn't been sentenced yet, and apparently, according to New York law, you are not actually put on the felon list until you are sentenced. And now that the Supreme Court has already made a decision that Trump cannot serve prison time because of presidential crap, such as he has to be guarded by the Secret Service at all times. And it's not just for his safety, by the way. If you guys don't know, the reason that Secret Service is assigned to the president and their families for, especially the presidents for their lifetime is... No, I've got that link. I bookmarked it. Thank you so much, Dom. Cynthia, that's awesome. But since Trump hasn't been sentenced yet in the state of New York, he is not on the felon list. So he voluntarily turned over his pistol that he had in New York and his pistol permit in New York. He didn't actually have to do that. He had to meet with a probation officer and turn that in. He didn't, at that point in time, he didn't have to do that. He did that as a gesture of good faith. You're just moody and lacking sleep. It's all right, girl. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just trying to explain things in a factual manner because I was very interested in how all that went down too. So, but he's not been convicted in Florida. Now, Florida has a different conviction system. The moment you're convicted by a judge, you are on a felons list. Okay? It's not that way in New York. So you would have to turn over all your pew-pews right then and there. Go to jail, do not pass go, all that crap. So, yeah, I mean, it's state to state, it's quite different on how things work. And I was actually going to ask him about Colorado, but I don't know if he knew about Colorado. But he'd actually been researching, the states that Trump's involved in. So, and since Trump doesn't have a residence that we know of in Georgia, Georgia doesn't matter. Yeah, set an alarm for an hour and go take a nap. Power naps are awesome. I'm trying to figure out why anybody in their right mind would vote for Joe Biden. And I know that there's Trump derangement syndrome out there, and people just hate him because he's Donald Trump. But can anybody honestly tell me that doesn't want, and you don't have to, give yourself out as a liberal or Democrat, because I don't care. I'm center. I'm center aisle. And I'm telling everybody right now, I'm going to vote for Trump. Okay. I'm a constitutionalist. I'm an independent. I'm right down the center, And, but can anybody honestly tell me that regardless of Trump's attitude or the way he speaks or the billions of tweets that he did, that he didn't have good policy? His policies were the number one rated policies for the last 40 years. If Trump gets elected, I don't think that the ATF is going to mess with Trump, and I do not think that most law enforcement will be searching for him at any other locations. You're absolutely correct if he gets reelected. And honestly, the whole funny part is he can just overturn it as president, and it may seem like self-indulgence, but I would do it because he got screwed. It was a screw job, it was a flat-out screw job. And then while he's sitting as president, he can't be prosecuted for anything else. And damn well they're not going to sit on all these cases for 4 more years. So he's 78 years old right now. In 4 more years, he will be 82. At 82 years old, there's no reason to prosecute him for anything. Because his life expectancy is literally 1 or 2 more years on average. Just from natural things. That's not even including, getting sick externally or, falling and breaking your hip, or anything like that. So, and I found out the entire reason why they are still pushing for Joe Biden to stay in office right now is because they do not want Kamala Harris as president. The Democrats are deathly afraid of Kamala Harris being president, and so is everybody else in this country, frankly. Trump could definitely tell the New York governor to commute. He doesn't even have to tell the New York governor to commute a sentence. He can just do it himself. That's a presidential pardon right there. But honestly, it would be funnier if he got up on live television just on Inauguration Day and saying, "My first act is I'm going to commute and pardon myself. You all accused me of going to do it. I'm going to do it. There we go." And then I hope he'd flip off the camera. There are certain circumstances, Dale, that I do enjoy Trump because he's not a politician. He's a businessman, but he's also a very funny one too. And he gives 0 F's what people think about him. He walks around. He is the biggest peacock you have ever seen, and he doesn't care what anybody thinks about that. And I love it. It may seem narcissistic, but my God, he is. You guys people talk about alpha and beta males, right? He is a fucking alpha male if you've ever seen one. Could you imagine if he ever let the monster that's inside his chest out? Holy crap, the world would burn. Even if he's not president. I don't know if he can or not. I'm pretty sure he can. No, he did because that rapper, that was a state case. He pardoned him. He definitely has a huge ego, The problem is he doesn't know when to shut up. He's and I'm not saying he is an angel by any means. I'm sure there's some shady shit he's done. Anybody that is at that level, I'm not even just politics, at that level of society, damn well they've done shady shit. It's possible he left past his daddy's age. His dad was 93. So and he's healthy as a horse right now. So who knows? God, I wish I was that healthy right now. But it honestly pays to have the absolute best doctors on your beck and call. And it was actually quite funny the other day when I was talking to my oldest son. We were talking about the economy and finances, and he was talking about the billionaires, the true billionaires that have cash assets in excess of $1 billion. And I'm like, son, there's no such thing. There is no billionaire on the planet that has cash assets of that kind of money. It's all invested. It is, it's all paper assets or physical assets. There's no cash. There's nobody on earth has cash assets of $1 billion. Oh, that's right. He was pardoned for yeah. Now I can't even remember what the hell his name was. Oh God, he's literally, I think him and Boris Johnson would be awesome to have a comedy show together. Could you guys imagine that? Trump and Boris Johnson up there just telling witty shit for like an hour straight. My allergies are kicking my ass today. Guys, we got about 15 more minutes, and then I'm going to have to get some other stuff done because I've got an appointment in a couple hours. So let's make the most of it here. Yeah, the other rapper pardon was for false paperwork and buying a firearm. Ironically, that's exactly what Hunter Biden just got charged for and convicted, which is great. I mean, he could probably put pressure on him. I don't know. If anybody knows a constitutional lawyer that has that, a constitutional attorney that could answer that question, that would be an awesome thing to follow up on. Maybe I'll post that in one of the discords and see if we can get one of our lawyer buddies to actually respond to it. That would be a very interesting thing to ask. I don't know if anybody's ever asked that on mainstream media either. Because they keep talking about how he can pardon himself. And I'm like, well, can he or can't he? 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 I don't have any idea. Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Yes, thank you. I could not remember. Like I said, my brain does not function anymore. And I'm hoping after I get my stent in, which I don't have a date for that surgery yet, that I won't act like such a moron. I'll actually have my intelligence back. Here's the thing, guys. When you guys see me type in chat, you'll see me fuck up on, if I'm spelling, he too is trying to do something. I'll put, he it, and this, and then I have issues just like that. I just completely lost where the hell I was going with that. My brain's messed up, so. Yeah, I mean, it probably hasn't, and I'd be interested to find out if because I know the first day he said he's going to pardon all of the J6 people, and I do have an issue with that. There are 3 that are sitting in prison right now that need to stay there, and all 3 are suspected FBI officers, FBI informants, I should say. But for the I even showed I sent my son a video of the J6 stuff, and he's like, "Oh my God!" He's convinced that there was 10,000 people there just raiding and rushing and breaking the entire building down. And no, that's not what happened at all. That's what the media portrayed it as. If you watch the true video, and I showed him the true video, and he still wasn't convinced. There's cops leading people through on a fucking tour. And then you had one trigger happy cop that decided to kill that young lady. And that is just so sad. Yeah, there were some bad eggs there. When you get that many people in a crowd, you're gonna have bad eggs, right? Nobody's perfect. It's the rule of 10,000 people, you're going to have 1% are bad eggs. That's 100 people right there. And 100 people can stir up a hornet's nest, on the others that aren't bad eggs but are sitting on the edge. And that's exactly what happened at J6. The first people that came through the building, the doors were opened by the park police, the Capitol Police, not the park police. Jesus Christ. And it was only when they were trying to get on the other side of the building, yeah. And then BLM, peaceful but fiery protests. No, the BLM was a fucking nightmare, and that was actual terrorism. I'm sorry. When Antifa and BLM, I will put this publicly out there as my own personal opinion, and I will say this. When you take over an entire area of a town, section it off, and threaten to kill anybody that tries to take it from you, you are a terrorist. Mind you, none of these people, not a single one of them, like when BLM or Antifa stormed our Capitol building, literally ran inside, occupied offices, interrupted the congressional sessions and the hearings. None of those people ever got charged. Ironically, the guy that stole Nancy Pelosi's laptop didn't get charged either. I wonder why. Could he be an FBI informant? I don't know. Or did he get charged? See, this is where I've got to be very careful, guys, because like I said, this is not working really well, and I don't want to be blamed for giving misinformation out. So if you've got actual facts, please throw them up there, or if you something to contradict it. I'm not going to get mad. I'm appreciating what Dom's doing. So we got about 10, 15 minutes, something like that. We might even be able to go a half hour. I don't know. I'm just sitting here having a good time, just chit-chatting with you guys, and seeing what we can do, because we actually have some pretty good. We are only streaming on YouTube today, guys, and we are actually got some decent numbers, which is awesome. I love it. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you're doing that whole follow, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash the shit out of that like button 3 or 4 times until it turns red permanently. Oh, yes. I think they did not charge the laptop because the laptop... Oh, that's right. Yeah. See, now thank you for that. You gave me a little bit extra there, and it clicked the memory. Yeah. They didn't charge the laptop guy because Nancy Pelosi's laptop would have been presented as evidence, which would have made her look really fucking bad. Yeah, they charged him on trespassing. I think it was second-degree trespassing or some bullshit. Like most of the people, they got charged with some sort of trespassing charge. Some of them got the higher charges, if you guys can't tell, I try to run on the right side of history, not the right or the left, but the middle that tries to figure out the bullshit that each side is doing. And I watched a congressional session the other day of a judicial session, and it bothered the shit out of me. Yeah, trespassing and obstructing Congress. That's right. That's the second charge, was obstructing Congress. I keep forgetting that one. And the irony is literally if you walk into a congressional session and sit down too damn loud, they can charge you with that. So, and it depends on the severity of it. They have a couple different levels, if I remember right, and most of the time it's just like a $50 fine for a misdemeanor. But no, the J6 people, they threw the book at them. So... You're absolutely right, Dom. And as a matter of fact, there is one guy that is still sitting in federal prison, and he's never been arraigned, and it's 3.5 years later. His constitutional rights have been violated so badly that they don't want to let him out Because if they do, he's going to sue the living shit out of the federal government for billions of dollars. And he will win. And I know for a fact that there are lawyers right now that are simply begging to pro bono his case. I mean, absolutely begging. What's that guy's name? What the hell was his name, chat? Oh my God, I can't see a damn thing. Why did I open it up in this browser? Oh yeah, and then there was a number of people that were convicted and sentenced in secret, which is against the law. Of course, there's James Little that got his charge thrown out. I can't read this, so I'm going to come over here and you guys can help me. Shut up, Chrome. Shut up, Chrome. Let's see. Let's get it up here so I can see the damn thing. This white screen's kicking my ass, and I don't have dark mode installed on this particular account on my browser. And so I honestly don't know what to think about the whole Proud Boys thing. The Proud Boys thing, they seemed like a good, solid, grounded group out of Florida. Turns out they were anything but. I'm not sure what to make of that whole mess. I mean, was it just the leader that caused all that? I don't have any idea. I can't find his name either. I know who I'm talking about because I've seen a number of articles about him, but you have to have his name in order for it to actually pop up correctly. But yeah, the guy is still sitting in there, and it's 3.5 years later. He's never even been arraigned. That's not right. You know? Let's close that. Close this. Hey, let's see if it's got it on my YouTube music page yet here. They were a little late getting it delivered, so the new album's not quite here yet, which sucks, but it will be. There's two songs up there currently on YouTube Music. But that's not the only place where they've actually screwed things up either. I mean, they're charging people in secret that, they arrested that never even went to January 6th. They were just people that posted on the internet. And it's like a great big conspiracy. We have to shut up everybody that made any noise. %, Dom, 3%. That's the whole idea of the 3%ers. There's some, I don't know. Okay, no, you're right. It was the 2% that started it and then the 3% that finished it. See? This is where I'm talking. 2% of the colonists were dissatisfied with the government, and then they did something about it. Yeah, and the 3%, they had 3% of the current population on American soil that fought and ended the war with the British. See, I know it's, well, I mean, you think about it. I mean, there's 330 or 340 million people in the United States. You get 2% of them off their asses, that's a lot of damn people. And I'm not saying that we need to, and I will never advocate for this, honestly, that we need to start a physical war. Because a physical civil war right now, I don't think our country would ever recover from it. You're correct. Yeah, 2%, because, yeah, at any given time, you're right. We're both guys of history. I love that. I need to get you on stream one day, or just get you in a conversation on Discord so we just sit there and bullshit about history for hours on end. Even without being on stream. Yeah, 3%. Many of those died. You're absolutely right. You gotta go. It started raining. Okay, you take care, Tammy. You know, don't worry about it. I'm about ready to end stream here in a few minutes anyway. I got stuff I got to get ready for today, but it's been, you know, let's just do this, guys. We're going to stop it here before I just make more trouble for myself. Do me a favor. Oh, thank you, Dale. Thank you. And the music is actually live on Spotify. This album right here. Let me go over here. Pop it over here. Songs of the Forest. It is actually live on Spotify right now. It is just some really nice instrumental tracks. What do I think that the country needs to survive? No, the country doesn't need to. That is a conversation is really in depth and will take a long time to answer. The people need to survive. We need to revert our way of governance to what our founding fathers intended. You know, actually, we'll do this as my final thought, everybody. Thank you, Dom, for actually giving me a final thought. The people of this country need to come together and survive. Our governance, the way we govern each other, has to be reverted back to the way our founding fathers fully intended. And our country must have borders. Yes, a nation is a people that have similar ideals and goals. The nation of the United States needs to be reborn. Now, whether that is, God forbid, you know, with violence, which I would absolutely hate, because seeing American blood spilt irritates the shit out of me. Because whenever you talk about civil war in that manner, evidently it's going to be innocents getting hurt. And I'm all about protecting the innocent. You know, that it's a troublesome thought. You know, when you go to war, people get hurt. Innocents do get hurt. And I just don't want to see blood spilt. I want this done politically. We have the tools. Oddly enough, our founding fathers and our government you'll separate Texas and if Colorado wants to join us, I'm okay with that. You know what? How about Eastern Colorado and Western Colorado, and we can leave Central Colorado down the I-25 corridor to those that want to ruin the world. I know history tells us that people will die no matter what, but if we can do this as, you know, in a peaceful manner and restore our country to the constitutional republic that it is. And if I hear anybody in my chat ever say that the United States is a democracy, I will literally ban you. As long as you're not doing it in jest. If you're being serious, you're gone. Because you obviously don't understand history. And you don't understand our government. The way it's set up, the way our founding fathers created it. And I'm not saying the founding fathers were perfect because, yeah, all men are created equal. Okay, in the terms of the use of all men are created equal, they literally meant human. All humans are created equal. Read the Federalist documents. Now, those on the left will say, oh no, that's a racist statement. They didn't mean to say, that's why blacks weren't treated well. No, blacks weren't treated well. Neither were Asians then. Everybody forgets about those. Everybody forgets about the Irish indentured slaves. Which, by the way, there was more Irish indentured slaves in the United States at that point than there were blacks. That's a straight-ass fact. And how about this? The largest slave owners in the United States were all black. So it's not a white thing. It was a money and greed thing. And it should have been dealt with, but it didn't get dealt with for a lot of time. Yeah, if you do not read more than the Constitution, you are toast. You're lost. Toast and lost. You need to read there are so many. John Adams' personal papers, the Federalist documents, Abraham Lincoln's diaries. There are so many things that you have to read to understand the founding of our country. Yeah, come on. Indians own slaves. Slavery is not an American thing. Slavery has been around for tens of thousands of years. Long before America, or even the sperm America was even thought of, was created. The Vikings, the Norse, the Scandinavians, they all owned slaves. Every single country in the world at some point owned slaves. Yes. Especially when it comes to indenturement. So when somebody's indentured, they owe a debt. When they finish paying off that debt, they are not owned any longer. And they are generally accepted and brought into the tribe or the local community. Especially if they were decent and did their work properly. And not all slaves were treated badly. You want to read some of the stories of the South written by actual slaves. There were a lot of those plantations where the so-called slaves were absolutely treated wonderfully. No, the British were fucking worse. Because the British were the ones selling them. The British and the Spaniards, for the most part, were the ones selling or renting the ships for people to go down and buying them off the warlords, which were black. We need to get our children to read history, because the reason we are in the position we're at now is because children don't read history. It's that simple. And if they do, they disagree with it. I know kids right now that think that Auschwitz wasn't as bad as it's made out to be. Auschwitz was horrible. Yes. The British kept the entire country of India as slaves for decades. And when they got tired of them, or if they broke the law, they sent them down to Australia. Oh yeah, and then they turned the indigenous in Australia into slaves too. So that said, guys, I appreciate y'all. Love you all for being here today. I'm taking off. I'm gonna go get some crap done, and it's been a fun conversation. And guys, when I do these open Discord days, which is going to happen a lot more, because I think Discord's a lot funner, especially for people that don't want to show their face on camera. It's just voice chat. You know, we can do a certain type of, but for the most part, it's just voice chat. So you have a great one, Dom. You too, Dale, and everybody else that's here. You know, when we do have these Discord days, feel free to jump on in, and when I'm ready, I will pull you into the live on chat, and we can just talk and talk and talk and have a good old time. I'm going to start doing some interesting things. We have some interesting topics happening. I'm delving into the world of AI a lot more. And a lot of it's going to deal with AI and 3D printing, which is a very, very fascinating thing. What's my Discord name? Are you in Shenny's Discord? All right, Dale, we'll catch you on the next one as well, bud. I'll get with you about that, Dom. I think you're in Shenny's. I'll throw a friend request your way. And just hit exclamation Discord if you want to join my Discord. Yeah, exclamation Discord. And it should pop up with the link here shortly. You're not on it? What the hell? Oh my. Why isn't it popping up? It's in the About section. I got too many damn screens open, so I can't actually go look at it right now. There it is. See, I do it, and it doesn't want to do it. Dale does it, and it pops up. There's also a bunch of exclamation commands that y'all can use. There's games and stuff you can play while we're talking. I keep forgetting to tell everybody about that. So, that said, we are out of here. Peace out. Score! Have a party. Invalid invite. What the? Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold on. We're just going to copy this, and okay, close this. And I will paste this new link. Paste. It's probably the same damn link. It should be anyway. Oh, I have to click send. It's supposed to be a permalink. I don't know why it's doing that. Discord said they fixed that shit. So there's the new link. That one will work. Yeah, you got it, my friend. You got it. And once and lastly, if you guys can help us out with the Give Send Go so we can get our house repaired, I would appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys just being here. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave. I'm gone. I'm out of here, guys. Have a good one.